Ooh, there's a GeForce driver update. Okay, good morning. Let me get a mic check. 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. We hit a very, very critical number here. Good. Do I sound dreamy? Don't answer that. Mr. Mario. All right, so that number was 6130. That was the number we were looking for, and we hit it to the tick, everybody. To the tick. So that was the if you go down to the smaller time frames, that's the gap fill. Globex gap fill that happened Sunday night on the drop. And this was the opportunity for them to buy. Take a look at this. Look at the low to low trend line. Now watch this. Watch where this comes from. It was absolutely planned what they were doing. Check this out. It starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, 6. Okay, 5 touches. 6. Wait, 1 through 6, 7, go. Very, very interesting. Okay, so now let's go back to the daily chart. Okay, we got Apple that came out with really, really good earnings. Now think about this. Right off the bottom of that little scoop, right? Look, here's the deal. This may never be that cheap again. I mean, look. If people are willing to pay for it and they can allocate that money properly, continuously, it will continue to just, right, like as long as they keep printing dollars, it will just keep going up. Okay, now, I don't mean it's going to be more valuable. It just means it takes more dollars to purchase each share. Yesterday, when we left off, what we were looking at, if you watch the review on the social media pages that we have, what you're going to see is I was waiting to see if it's going to break down to this white line or if we were going to break through the tops here. And what did we do? We broke through the tops. Okay, so now where were we going? Well, again on the 15-minute chart, it shows that we were going for that overnight, Sunday night, massive gap and drop down. We've worked back all of that. So now there's two things that can happen, and they don't have to happen immediately, right? Either we're going to go into all-time highs or we're not. It's binary. But before we get there, we got to get through the gap has already been filled. Okay, so now that we've got the gap filled, if we just click on this, okay, it's 6105 to 6130, right? So 6130 was just printed to the tick. And they printed how many contracts? Hmm. 189. That's pretty weak. Where was the 60 million people trying to buy it or sell it? Good. In lies the question. Great. What we're going to do is we're going to watch and see if they take a pullback on the larger time frame for us to get in. Okay, or not. That's a lot of green bars on the 4-hour chart. Does it have one resting and then green, or does it just keep continuing to go green? Now, if we go green, here's the thing. We're watching the bottom of the order block, which I believe is 50. As close to 50 as we want to make it here. All right. Okay. So the real question of the day is, okay, so gap fill, now what? That's self-explanatory in the fact that, like, okay, it looks like we're trending. Okay. So if we're trending and we just hit major resistance, right? What do we do now? That's what we're going to find out. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, what we're really waiting for is our pattern to repeat in context, right? That's what we're really waiting for. Our pattern to repeat in context. That's it. And by the way, Apex is having a flash sale, 80% off. Whoosh, whoosh. Flash sale. What does a flash make? All right, I'm going to grab my Mancini's. I'm going to take my Adam Mancini levels off of Twitter. Happy last day of January, fam. All right, what I'm going to do with my Mancini levels that I got off of Twitter, I'm going to trade my pattern from and to as if they are pivots. All right, news coming up at 8:30 a.m. We have PCE and personal incomes. It's going to be a big number. It's a big deal. It's going to be Ron Burgundy. What I would like to see is we come down as close as we can to the VWAP and the pivot. Excuse me, the VPOC. This is a skew right situation, but it's a beautiful trend. That's not the right one. There we go. Skew right on the volume profile. The big wick, Elijah. That wick seems to be in play still. Which one? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's a good one, I tell you. Watching 25.25. The reason I'm not taking the short is: are we bouncing off of the 200 simple on the 2 minute? All right, I want to remind everyone we are the narrowest range of the last 7 days. I do believe we need 10 points. Yeah. We need 10 points to get 10 points of range expansion, right? And now here's the kicker. We stopped at 6130 exactly, completed business, and then fell back. We have a lower high, lower low situation going on here. We have fallen back into the 200 period simple moving average, where last time they touched it, they went straight back up into higher highs. And it seems like every time they've come back to the 200, they've purchased it. So, do we get some sort of rotation in our fractal to put us back into position one? Is what we're looking for. That would be great. Thanks. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right, we're sitting right on R1, 2475. Yeah, I keep yawning. And I did get 7 hours of sleep. I don't know what the deal is. It's ludicrous, man. It's ludicrous. I feel good. I'm a little lethargic. I keep yawning just a smidge. All right, everybody. Don't forget to smash the like button. Hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends where you hang out all day long. Tell them to come hang out with you. Or all morning, I guess, anyway. All right, we got 0915 support. Okay, sets up 3654. So do we go back into VWAP is 18, VPOC is 26, right? So they're high and tight, high and tight, high and tight. The question is, What is the draw on liquidity in which direction? 6130 is the gap fillerton. Okay, we filled it. Yeah, bottom, right? So now what? Ooh, Nick. Yikes. Yeah, caffeine when you're really, really sick with the flu doesn't do you any good. Nada. Profile skew right. Hard skew right. So do they let loose on the open? Are they accumulating all they can, all the supply that they can? Well, in this case, it would be accumulating all of the demand that they can to release to the demand lower, right? Or is there someone accumulating on these little tiny shallow pullbacks? $15-minute kiss chart is in position one. To the upside. Since 4 p.m. Well, you gone this long. The problem with me is when I went 7 months with no caffeine. That was the longest 7 months of my life. I was tired 100% of the time. There was nothing I could do to wake up. It was absolutely ridiculous. I hated it. Okay, narrow state on the 2-minute chart. As we come in, we got 6.5 minutes till big numbers. Big numbers. Bring everybody back to reality. I lost touch with reality. Now my personality is an unwanted commodity. Anyone know what song that is? We got personal incomes and PCE coming out. Hot. They're going to run it. High to high trend line, decision point, 2-minute chart. Charlie. 5.5 minutes till the PCE comes out. Shot clock is on if you're thinking about taking some sort of nilly-willy trade here. Morning. How you feeling, Mark? Oh, Nick got his 27.25. Mart is revved up. Good. Okay, 30 over under hard over under 30. And it's like, oh, that's way up there. No. That's 3 points up there. That's not nothing. That's 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, right? We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes till PCE and personal income and outlays. PCE stands for personal consumptions and expenditures. Okay? What's the health of the personal budgets? Personal finance, balance sheets. As much as I would love to tell you we need to be long in this bad boy, I am not so sure the stop would be correct because it could go 15 points against you before you could know it. And then it goes straight up in the direction of where you were choosing correctly. Mm-hmm. Okay. Skew right, hard, volume profile. Are they distributing up here enough? Okay. The volume, like the overall volume, 112,000, 113,000 says, meh, meh, meh. You know, no, we'll find out. Right. Man, I love this hat. What a hat. My wife bought me this hat for Christmas. I mean, Santa Claus bought me this hat for Christmas. I love it. Yeah. Do we bounce off of R1 or not? That is what we're watching. Pivots. Two minutes. Stand by. I don't think it's out yet. The volume is nothing, and the bid and the offers are micro thin. So now they expect it to go to 30. Now they expect it to go to 30. This is meager, meager at best. This can't be the draw on liquidity, fam. There's yeah, right. Okay. So hmm. Well, so there's this. uh right. Um that there's an order at 30 that's got to get filled, and then there's an order at 31.75 that's got to get filled now. So the question is, where would your stop be? What's the cheapest you can get in to get it to 30, right? That's the hard part. How do you get there with the correct amount of risk? Because what if they're like, yeah, I think we need 23.50s. Well, there's your stop, right? Wow, 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 wow. If you look at the 15-minute, we're in a big range from 23 to 30. There's nothing to do. And big 7 points. Ooh. 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 Mm. I'm going to tap on the glass here in a second. Is this thing on? You can't hit targets or stops if it's not moving. Woo. Okay. All right. I think they're leaning into the bid just a little bit here. Do they find a little bit of discovery lower or not? Right. 30 is a major level. You don't want to be the first institutional buyer at 30 quarter, do you? Do you? Right. Um, hmm. Sitting on R1, 2483 is my R1. You can see it on the chart. I've put it on there for you because we're just sitting at it, just marinating like some chicken. Any questions? I'm gonna open up the chat. I'm gonna turn the chat on so I can see it. And I can't go short because we're basically position one on the uptick on the 15 and the 2. So yeah, the no move. Yeah, the no move. Yeah, no, no. This is the one we didn't cover. So did they create the buy side liquidity as the stop, or are they creating the sell side liquidity as the stop right now on the run on liquidity? I need you, baby. Okay, there's lower Keltner from upper Keltner, fam. And it is quite all right. I need you, baby. Keltner to Keltner. We need a first touch of the 15-minute lower Keltner. We don't have that. What do you folks think about this? Something like that. Look at this. And Joey, didn't you just say 15? Oh my goodness. Imagine that. 15 coming. Back into narrow state. Let's remind ourselves of what narrow state is. Okay, over under 26 on the 2-minute chart.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, they found the seller. This one might put me out for the day. Unless it comes back here viciously, it's gonna come down. Okay, so do they buy 25 quarter? No. Uh-oh. Okay, this if you were to be short, you'd short 25.25. So my over under is 25.25. Right, Mark? It's got to stay above 25.25 right here. Otherwise, I am going to kill this thing. It's got to go. Okay, decision 26.25 by tape. So now my bracket's 25.25 by 26.25. Yeah, damn it. Okay, that's a break. I don't like this at all.
Order submitted.
What is the maximum
Order
order
canceled.
quantity submitted? What does that mean? 24. Okay. Okay, out at 24.50. Is that what it did? Oh, okay. Okay. Good, 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 good. Okay. I can always regroup. Perfect. That was okay. Let me see that there. Okay, perfect. Now it's probably going to go green, right? But I can always just re-enter the trade. 20. Okay, 24. I thought I put it at 24.50. Oh, I guess I limit 24. I meant to do limit 24.50. This thing probably might turn into a nice little bull run, but it, I need a better stop. We're in narrow state, so I want it to come back out.
Order submitted.
All right, there's
Order
your
canceled.
fucking target. There's your target, guys. There you go. Yeah. Awesome. That was awesome. That was really, really awesome. Okay. $29.50 next target. $29.50 is your target. $29.50 is your target. You guys can take my money right here. Let it run. One more point. You guys got my money. Get them. Don't trade like me. Follow the system. Don't bail early like dum-dum here. $29.50 is your target. Can you get it? You're absolutely going to get it because I'm not in the trade with you. You're absolutely going to get it. All right, everybody. I want everyone that's in this trade to show me that I'm a dum-dum, that you're still in the trade. Show me. Say, hey, look, dum-dum, I'm still in the trade. Well, tell me, everybody. Hey, at least somebody wins, right? It's been whatever. Next, right? $29.50 is your target. Can you get it? You're gonna get $29.50 without me, folks. Good. I like to try to be right. I don't go for first targets. I'm trying to say this with a straight face. $29.50 is your target, fam. Here's how it's drawn, right? The removal is very obvious. Okay. And then there's a G-man in there. Did you guys see it? 25.25. It's tight in there. It's tight in there. 30 is just massive. Here's the thing though. Like if we print above that, like it's going to be a major decision point if we can get back up into that, because the way that we have to look at it is, man, that was well, for me, it was kind of obvious what was happening. But for those that are unsuspecting, that could be rather scary. Waking up to your account being minus 3.5%, right? So let's just follow the process of what happens, right? So there's that huge gap, Twitter starts to tweet, twite, quote. Okay. They're always wrong, right? So with Twitter always being wrong, you kind of just look at it like, this might be a buying opportunity on that major dip, right? So then they're like, oh, there's no way it can come back to fill the gap. There's no way it can come back to fill the gap. And it fills the gap. Okay. I liked the draw on liquidity on the 15-minute chart. I liked it. I like it. I still like it. Under the 23s? So they one tick the 2950s. What now? Off of lower Keltner.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I have a tiny stop. I'm going to be wrong very quickly. Because I think they can get this back to the 29s up here. No, they cannot. I take that back. I'm going to be stopped instantly. My micro did not, my live account did not get stopped out.
Order submitted.
Weird. My live account is still in. The other accounts are not still in. Yeah, the dagger's in. 25.75, right?
Order filled.
They're going to get me again. My stop is 25.75, hard stop. One contract, right? One reason I don't like this at all, actually, and the reason I'm really, really light is we're at VPOC. They're going to run this thing again. Wow, they're going to get me 3 times in a row. Not my morning, folks. Not my morning. Yeah. All right.